2022 has been quite the, depressing year in the market in general. We're down 75% from all-time high on Bitcoin. Ethereum here, which has been one of the strongest, also down, 74%. A lot of things have just been in a slump, and the Web3 gaming space has been no exception. However, one particular hedge that I've found to be very beneficial throughout this bear market has been NFTs for these Web3 games that have yet to launch, that still are very active and have an engaged community. Something like Honeyland here, which we have talked about a couple times already on the channel. They've got a lot of cool things coming up soon, and we are going to dive into all of that, let you know how you may be able to beat the bear market in a sense with this, and give you all the details and all the cool stuff coming up. So be sure to smash that thumbs up button, make sure you're subscribed and got notifications turned on, and let's dive right into this. What's going on? theAPEcoach from Sixpack Gaming, where we bring you the best Web3 NFT games and new metaverse projects. As mentioned, we are talking about Honeyland once again today. We've talked about this a few times in the past. The alpha of the game is already underway. You actually don't have to be a holder in order to be able to participate in the alpha game testing here. You just go onto their Discord. The links will be in the description below, and you can just talk to them and get the link to download. They have it for iOS and Android, so you'll be able to test it out on whatever mobile devices you have. I believe it also works on tablets as well. But you'll be able to go in there and just kind of get your hands on it, see how the game operates, all that sort of stuff. So as I mentioned, a lot of the games, they've been in the same sort of slump as the rest of the market in general. All of 2022 we have been dropping basically back since November of 21, and we're down 75% from all-time high on Bitcoin. A lot of other altcoins and stuff have dropped even further. If we take a look at Ethereum here, which has been one of the strongest, also down 74%. At the lowest was down 81. So a lot of things across the board are down 80% or more. But one of the things that I've found has been a pretty decent hedge against these drop in token prices has been the NFTs for these games. So if we take a look at Honeyland Genesis eggs here, the initial mint price for these was 2.5 Sol. Right now the floor is about 19 Sol. Okay, for one of the eggs. If we go to the bees, so these are things that have already been opened, right? The eggs that have already been opened. So obviously bees that have a little bit more common traits, stuff like that, are selling for a little bit less, but still 10 Sol for the floor price there. So that is a 5x, and that is kind of the average across the board. Has been a 5x increase for holders of these NFTs. And now if you were lucky enough to get a queen, one of the Genesis queens, those are at a 40 Sol floor price. So that's what, like a 16x from the initial price. And then there was the land as well, which was the last video we talked about, was right before the land mint. Those are up to 19 Sol, and I believe the mint price for those was 6 Sol. So that's another 3x right there for the land. And so yeah, across the board, these things have gone up quite substantially. And the reason for this is that even though the price of Sol has dropped, in the bear market, along with everything else, generally the holders of these NFTs and the early investors will raise the floor price in terms of Sol to kind of equate, what they initially invested in terms of, a USD value or something of that nature, right? So generally, if the token price drops for these, they just cost more of that token to kind of get in. So, with a lot of these projects, especially for games that are still developing that haven't yet launched, these NFTs have been holding value really, really well relative to the rest of the market. And it's not just this way in this particular project. I have several other projects where I've just been holding the NFTs for the games while the market has been fluctuating, because the token prices have continued to drop And most of those projects, the floor price has just risen to kind of counteract that drop. So obviously not financial advice. You have to do your own research, and not every game is going to be like this, but with Honeyland specifically, the floor prices have held really well and increased quite substantially, which a lot of other projects have not done as well. And the reason I bring this up is these are the Genesis collection, right? And maybe you didn't have the soul at the time, maybe you hadn't heard about the project yet or whatever, you didn't get a chance to get in, and now that the price is 18 soul for the floor or 10 soul for the cheapest bee here, maybe it's a little out of your price range. So what is happening on December 21st? They are going to be doing a generational bee mint. The Genesis bees, which are the first collection that are the most rare. There's only 10,000 of those plus 1,000 queens, so 11,000 total Genesis. The next collection here is the generational bees, and so this is going to be coming December 21st. They're going to be doing the generational bee mint. It is going to be their cheapest mint to date. So if you missed out on the Genesis mint, you're still wanting to you try out the alpha, you like the game, you think there's good potential in the future when this really launches and gets to the public launch phase, this could be your chance to get in at the lowest possible entry price. There is going to be 5,500 total in the generation collection. With that, there is going to be 500 queens, and there's also going to be 500 mad honey vials, which again, this is something that they said the utility is kind of to be announced still. They haven't released the details on it, but this is going to be, it says it'll carry a unique in-game utility. Okay, so that's really cool. So a chance to get one of these generational bees, perhaps be one of the first to get one of these mad honey vials, and a chance to get some generational queens as well. Again, that's December 21st. So if you want to keep informed about it, just make sure you join up in their Discord, or you follow them on Twitter. Just stay connected on their socials. We'll link it all down below as well. And with that mint, one key note with that, it is going to be a public mint. You're just going to have to verify you're human by connecting your social accounts and linking your wallet and that sort of thing, but you are not going to have a whitelist for this mint. So that is something pretty cool, that all of you guys are going to get a chance to take part in the generational mint. If you're wanting to keep up to date with any of the things upcoming with the project, make sure you're following them on Twitter. Make sure you have joined up in the Discord. All the links and everything are going to be down in the description, so feel free to head over there, join up, and you can learn more about the project and stay informed with all the updates and things they have coming, because they do a very good job of continually updating the community, staying very active and involved there as they're building through the bear market and heading towards launch in early 2023. So let me know, are you going to be taking part in the generational mint coming up on the 21st? Yes or no? Just comment down below. And of course, as always, be sure to smash that thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe and got notifications turned on so you never miss these future videos of these upcoming Web3 NFT games. We've got a lot coming up here, a lot that have been building through the bear market, and to be honest, we've just started to scratch the surface of what I think Web3 gaming is going to be developing into. We move past the click and collect, the old play to earn, auto battler, non-game games of the past, and now we're starting to get to actual game first, fun to play games that are starting to integrate the NFT blockchain technology and all that good stuff. So very excited on the future of this as we head through 2023 and beyond. I think we're like I said, we're just starting to scratch the surface, and there's a lot more to come. The next time we hit a bull run with actual real games behind these projects, we saw how crazy the space was a year or two ago when things were starting to pump. When we hit the next bull run, I think things are going to be, far and beyond what they have ever been in the past. But again, that's just personal speculation. Let me know your thoughts. If you like the video, be sure to like the dang video. Make sure you're subscribed. And if you like this video, be sure to check out this one up here, the most recent video. Appreciate y'all for watching. Till next time, train hard, game hard, and we will see you in the next one. Peace out, everyone.